Hi, 8th graders. My name is Tommy Clark. I am actually Miss Clark's little sister. I'm a journalist here in Baltimore, Maryland, and for your journalism unit, I'm going to share a few things to help you learn more about how journalism works. So first, we're going to start with where it started. In high school is where I started learning about journalism. I believe I was in 9th grade, and that is when I joined the newspaper team. I had newspaper every day where I was from. I would write articles, I would interview people, and it really sparked something in me that got me interested in journalism. I don't know about your school, but you may have some writing programs, if not newspaper, anything to really help you start to get involved with journalism. As a journalist, every day I go out on something new. I'm someone who can't really hold still for very long, so this is a perfect job for me. I get to go out and about every day. I'm very much a people person, so I get to meet new people and tell their stories. It can range from everything. Today, if you've ever heard of NASA, I got to go to a NASA building where their actual mission control is for the most complex space telescope ever launched. I got to meet the people behind the scenes who are making all this happen, controlling that telescope in space. I got to interview them and talk to them about why this is important. And then I get to come back to here, the newsroom where I'm at, and I get to put together a piece to explain that to the audience, explain that to all the people watching the story. And it's really fun. Now, when I present, it is always so important to have those basic skills to come across comfortable on TV. So, of course, I want to know what I'm talking about, have confidence in that. When I'm presenting, when it comes to what I do, I'm a morning show reporter, so I will go on the air and say my story this morning was talking about bill that's in the legislature right now. I make sure that I'm knowledgeable on that. I get up, I am confident, I'm holding myself confidently, making sure that I have eye contact with, for my situation, it's a camera, but making sure that I know what I'm talking about and I'm ready to inform the public. Let's face it, we all get stage fright. It happens at different times in your life. It doesn't matter how old you are or how long you have been in a career or in school. So one of my strategies that really helps me is I remember that everyone wants me to succeed. I am thinking that there is no one watching me hoping that I fail. The entire audience wants me to do well, and that boosts my confidence and helps me do well. When it comes to uncovering a news story, there's lots of different ways to do that, whether that's looking into maybe something that is not made public, uncovering the details through documents, reaching out to different agencies. We also have viewers who watch our shows. They reach out to us and they send us tips.
Embattled Waukee School District COO Eric Rose turned himself into the Dallas County Jail early this morning, and KCCI was the only TV news crew on the scene for that. Rose is facing 3 felony charges tonight after a state audit found $130,000 of misspent taxpayer money. KCCI's Tommy Clark confronted Rose as he was released. She has this KCCI exclusive.
In the early morning hours, Waukee School COO Eric Rose turned himself in after a warrant went out for his arrest. His lawyer claims, though, that he's innocent.
If there's a warrant out for your arrest, you turn yourself in. But as far as all of this coming down to this, it's extraordinarily unfortunate. There's no doubt about it.
The charges stemming from an investigation into Rose 2 years ago that found he used school money and property for personal use. A new audit has rehashed the investigation. It revealed $130,000 of misspent funds in the school district.
The audit is, we've gone through it carefully. It's all old news. Certainly that one could speculate that that had something to do with it. But as far as, what's at the heart of all of this, we're puzzled.
Our crew waited for Rose to come out this door on the side of the Dallas County Jail after posting a $15,000 bond. Mr. Rose, do you believe you're the scapegoat for the Waukee School Board? Can you say why you turned yourself in? Any statement you want the people of Waukee to know about the misuse of funds? Not a word from Rose, but his attorney did answer our questions.
We're talking about allegations and investigations that took place 2 years ago, and those things have been resolved.
But police disagree.
We want to make sure that regardless of the time frame that we are being stewards of that and making sure that we're doing the right thing.
Covering Dallas County, Tommy Clark, KCCI News, Iowa's News Leader.
Police say that along with the audit, other new information came to light that led to this morning's arrest.
So here's a little bit about what it took to make that investigative piece possible. So to start, connections. We had to have the right connections in the community that tipped us off that a warrant was out for this man and that this story was about to unfold. We also had to have a lot of teamwork. I got called in order to go speak with that man when he was leaving the jail. You may notice my hair is in a ponytail. I threw a coat on. I left my home and drove straight there and met a photographer there in order to get that moment. So we also had to hunt down documents. That is so vital, especially to investigative pieces. So whether that's court documents or anything else, you want to make sure you have the facts, and you should be attributing anything you are saying to an official, to someone that has told you that led to the story. Of course, we need both sides of the story too. That's why we spoke with the attorney. We gave the subject of the story a chance to speak to us. He chose not to, but I have had instances where someone is leaving jail and they have chosen to say it all and really talk to us. Not in this case, but thankfully we had the attorney to talk to. And then we also spoke with police about why the warrant was out and why that was happening in that moment. That gives us the full picture, and that is your goal when you are giving an investigative piece, because you want the viewers who see this story to watch it and have a better understanding of what is going on and what it took to get to that point. They are able to better explain the situation with as much information that you have. Thanks for listening, everyone. If you want to learn more about journalism, reach out to a TV station, a magazine, a newspaper outlet. People want to help and they want to help you learn. So feel free to reach out, and you can always follow me on social media. Just look up Tommy Clark. I'm on Twitter, Instagram, and I have a professional Facebook. Thanks again.